Thank you for joining me today as we take a look at Hoppy. What is a Hoppy? Hoppy is a Japanese beverage that sort of, kind of, a little bit tastes like beer. That's the intention anyway. Hoppy is a non-alcoholic or a very low alcoholic beverage that is popular in Kanto region of Japan, which is to say, areas around Tokyo and Yokohama. It was introduced in 1948 as a low-priced substitute for beer. At the time in Japan, beer was taxed quite heavily, and it was seen as a luxury, especially for the working class. What was not expensive, however, was Shochu, which is a distilled beverage usually made from grains or sweet potato, and Hoppy was created to mix with Shochu to make an alcoholic beverage that approximated beer in appearance and somewhat in taste. Hoppy was first introduced in Asakusa area of Tokyo, and even now, you can visit the area called Hoppy Street, where you will find many drinking establishments that serve Hoppy to the locals and the tourists. By the way, I've been pronouncing this drink as Hoppy, but Japanese pronunciation and how it's written on the label actually sounds more like Hoppy. I will stick with English pronunciation, although I am curious as to why the restaurant version is in English and the store-bought version is written in Japanese. Hoppy comes in two different bottles as far as I know. The one with the paper label is more for people to buy at stores to drink at home, and the larger one without the paper label is the type that is usually served in restaurants and bars. Also, these are returnable bottles, and they are often scuffed up from being recycled and being refilled so many times, although these ones here are relatively unscuffed. Also, you can get Hoppy in black and white varieties, as you can see here. As for the returnable bottles, I believe you can distinguish between the Hoppy black and Hoppy white by the color of the bottle caps. Now, I've had Hoppy in an izakaya, or a Japanese-style pub before, and as you can see, they are usually served with a mug with ice in it, with shochu already poured in the glass, and a stirrer. Although this is how it's usually done in an izakaya, it seems that the preferred way a Hoppy is served is with a cold glass, a cold bottle of Hoppy, and chill shochu. Ice is considered not ideal, I suppose, since it dilutes the drink too much. Taking a close look at these bottles, we see that the black Hoppy is 12 calories per 100 milliliters, so this 330 milliliter bottle works out to about 40 calories. The tagline written on the side reads something like, "We have refined our making of this beverage and it has become exceptionally delicious." The white or regular Hoppy, on the other hand, is 11 calories per 100 milliliters, and its tagline roughly translates to, "Thanks to you, we celebrate our 65th anniversary. Hoppy will continue to evolve." The label also states that it's low calorie, low sugar, and contains zero purine. What is purine? It's an organic compound that can cause kidney stones or gout. I'm guessing the reason this is on the label is because real beer contains some amount of purine. On the side of the label, we see the instruction showing the proper way to mix Hoppy. It's suggesting that the consumer use what's called sanrei, meaning 3 chills: a chilled mug, some chilled shochu, and chilled Hoppy. The suggested ratio is 1 part shochu to 5 parts Hoppy. The instruction discourages use of ice. The label suggests mixing Hoppy with not only shochu, but also try mixing it with gin, vodka, as well as plum wine in case of Hoppy white, and rum and Kahlua with Hoppy black. And we have the trio here. We have the bottle of shochu, and we have a cold glass, and a cold bottle of Hoppy. So, let's pop the top on this guy. Okay. And, wait a minute. No, shochu first. Okay, so twist off cap here. And I didn't bring any measuring device, so I'm just gonna eyeball that. That looks Good. And now some Hoppy. It's a 5-to-1 ratio. I think that should do it. Wow, that looks remarkably like beer. It's got a nice head on it, and the color, nice amber lager. Give it a stir here. That does look remarkably like a nice cold glass of beer. I think we should add just a tad more Hoppy there, and top it off with a bit of Shochu. Oh, I think that might be a little much. Okay, wow. Nice. I think we should give it a taste test, don't you think? Okay. The first sip. Okay. Well, it's not exactly beer, but it does have a beer-like taste, and it certainly is refreshing, and the carbonation is remarkably similar to beer. I think I may have added a little bit too much shochu, so that is a pretty stiff drink. But not unpleasant at all, and I could certainly see myself enjoying this. Yeah, let's have another sip here. Now, yeah, that's definitely strong. But it is refreshing, like I mentioned, and it goes down pretty smooth. And you really don't taste much of shochu. Well, there's still some Hoppy left in here, so let's pour some more of it in the glass. Okay. And of course, top it off. Yes, top it off with a little bit of shochu, or quite a bit of shochu in this case. And give it a stir. This is actually kind of fun, you know, mixing your own. It's like making your own beer. It's an enjoyable experience. And of course, the most enjoyable part is the drink. So this has been Hoppy. I enjoyed its unusual taste, and I had fun mixing this drink. While it's not exactly a beer, it tastes good and refreshing, and I think I will drink this again in the future. If you have the chance to try Hoppy, I definitely recommend it. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Thanks for joining me today, and see you next time.